Sister wives Janelle Brown's a wonderful mother, and the way that she's dealing with Garrison's passing is extremely brave. Janelle is a good person. Janelle Brown is showing so much grit and strength after the tragic passing of her son, Garrison Brown. She's always been a woman with tons of common sense. However, she's also a warm and loving person. Right now, she's going through hell in the public eye, and she's not afraid to show vulnerability. Janelle's so emotional and real, putting the focus exactly where it should be, on her son Garrison's legacy. It takes real courage to deal with this kind of emotional devastation in such a mature, human, and genuine way. Sister wives Janelle wasn't Kody's favorite wife, but maybe she should have been. Right now, Kody's fairly quiet. Of course he is grieving, but it's Janelle who is putting herself out there, letting the world know that Garrison was a wonderful son and a blessing. Fans see her tears and feel her pain. Some of them have been through similar ordeals. A lot has been said about the Brown family. For years, the Sister Wives cast has been critiqued. The feuds, romantic woos, and money issues have been put under a microscope. The Browns are big stars. Anyone who Googles them will see thousands of pages of search results, and many of the articles have negative spins. The family has really brought the drama. However, until now, there hasn't been heartbreak this intense and awful. For Janelle, it's a test that she will pass with flying colors. She has endured so much already. That doesn't mean that her heart isn't broken. When Janelle went out to work to help support the Brown family, just as Kody did, she was showing him that she was every inch his equal. She was a breadwinner who ended up with financial problems because she gave and gave. She put her paycheck to work for the family, was an excellent sounding board for Kody, and gave her children all her love. Thanks to Janelle's level-headed, earthy personality, she was able to avoid a lot of the typical sister wives histrionics, unlike Robynbrown, who was always bursting into tears. Kody was also prone to theatrics, calling his non-Robyn wives princesses. Janelle stayed strong through all of that, keeping her sense of self intact. Now, she's dealing with the worst pain she's ever felt and showing so much grace. When Kody met Janelle, she was immediately bewitched. She felt a connection, but nothing happened between her and Kody at that point. However, she thought about him, and the clip shown above tells their origin story. When they married, she probably had a lot of hopes and dreams, just like any other woman. Never in a million years would she have anticipated that she'd lose a sweet and caring son. Everyone goes through terrible experiences in life which scar them psychologically, but nothing is worse than losing a child. It's a special kind of pain, and no one deserves it, especially not Janelle. She's so easy to root for. Garrison rescued a cat from euthanasia. He loved hugging his mother and being with her. He was a good friend. Sometimes people become depressed and they just can't see the light. They may not always share everything that they are feeling. When Janelle tried to save her son's life, she showed kindness and bravery that stand out. While she was too late, she didn't hesitate to contact her son and try to help him. She would have done anything for him. Sister wives Janelle has dealt with things that a lot of women can relate to. Her marriage didn't last. She worries about paying the bills. Maybe she's lonely sometimes. Janelle is real. She's not one of those reality stars who puts on a show. What people see is what they get. When Janelle tells fans that her son was amazing, they should believe her. He was raised with love, and Garrison's passing is no reflection on her parenting. Through the pandemic and before, she was there for her kids. Now, she's still showing her love. Many people on social media are attributing the breakup of the Brown family to Garrison Brown's father, Kody Brown, following the terrible and sudden passing of the Sister Wives star. The downfall started when Kody disregarded his rule of not kissing before marriage for Robynbrown when they first met, which angered the other wives. The Browns moved from their common Utah house to separate residences in Las Vegas and later Arizona, further complicating family life. What little left of the family's unity was destroyed when the COVID-19 pandemic arrived. The family was already separated. Kody is grieving the loss of his kid and unintentionally enters into a monogamous relationship with Robyn. Kody called Janelle Brown a liar, a lazy person, and other disgusting things over the years, as per People. Amid the pandemic, during one specific conflict, Kody told Janelle, "I don't have sons. They're all dead to me." Even though Kody didn't mean to say those offensive things, he said them out of rage. They will follow him for the rest of his life because of his son Garrison's passing. When Janelle shared a picture of her entire family on Instagram on March 8, her followers showered her with love in the comments area. One commenter said, "You are such a great mom." Praying for you all. 25-year-old Garrison was discovered dead at his Flagstaff, Arizona, home on March 5, 2024, from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Kody paid tribute to his son on Instagram later that day, stating, "Janelle and I are deeply saddened to announce the loss of our beautiful boy, Robert Garrison Brown." In an identical message sent by other Brown family members, Kody said, "He was a bright spot in the lives of all who knew him. Our loss will leave such a big hole in our lives that it takes our breath away." Even though the post's comment section is closed, some Instagram users are returning to earlier postings and making rude comments for Kody. Mary Brown was frequently treated horribly by Kody, who said he had never loved her and wasn't attracted to her. Though many Sister Wives fans still stand by Mary, she was not Kody's favorite wife. On March 9, Mary shared a picture of her mother on Instagram on the day of her passing. The comment section was filled by fans, one of whom wrote, "Your mom is looking after Garrison and giving her grandson a hug for you all." A different person said, "I'm sure she was there welcoming Garrison and her spirit is with all of you giving you comfort," as per Screen Rant. Due to Kody's obvious partiality to Robyn, resentment and jealousy grew and affected his relationships with the other wives. His sudden choice to include a new woman in his multiple marriages served as the final nail in the coffin. More difficulties resulted from his preference for Robyn and his special treatment of her. When Kody decided to prioritize spending time with Robyn, things spiraled out of control and other wives were jealous. On January 10, 2023, Kody announced his divorce from Mary in an Instagram post. Following the tragic death of Garrison, supporters have revisited this post to accuse Kody of showing favoritism for Robyn. Christine Brown decided to part ways with Kody in 2021, and Kody declared, "I'm going to be the head of my household again." To which many find absurd, he stated that he wants to know if everybody's willing to conform to patriarchy and that he has been striving to make his wives happy. When he begged everyone to honor the patriarchy, Janelle's reaction said it all. Ultimately, Janelle and Mary, two more of Kody's wives, followed the path of Christine. Thus, he was unable to maintain the patriarchy. Supporters frequently accuse Kody of favoring Robyn's children, a charge that was reinforced when Kody divorced Mary to wed Robyn legally and adopt her two children. Even though Robyn frequently refers to herself as the family scapegoat, a lot of fans have turned against her for manipulating the other members of the Brown family to safeguard his children with Robyn, especially the two youngest. Kody withheld his elder children from seeing them during the COVID-19 pandemic. Fans believed there were alternative ways to safeguard younger kids without rejecting the oldest, like Garrison, despite Kody's concerns regarding the virus. Before the COVID-19 pandemic, Kody and his kids enjoyed a wonderful connection as per People. Fearful of the virus, Kody and Robyn implemented stringent mitigation measures that were unachievable for Kody's grown children, particularly Garrison and Gabriel Brown. Things were so tense that Kody had no contact at all with his older. One fan wrote, "You may not have been able to reconnect with Garrison, but please take this time and mend your broken relationship with your other children, especially Gabriel," in response to Dylan's September 29, 2021 Instagram photo of the Brown family landing in Coyote Pass. In a YouTube video, Gwendolyn Brown criticized her dad's extravagant spending patterns. Kody's daughter, Gwendolyn, 22, is grieving the loss of Garrison and is currently living with Christine, his third wife. She stated, "I think that my dad and Robyn have a terrible habit of spending very crazy," in response to concerns from fans. Janelle and Mary are kind of similar to my mom, and that they're not gonna be salty or petty and try to take money from him even though they totally deserve it because he's been spending all of their money, continued Gwendolyn. However, currently, the Sister Wives community is questioning if there will be a season 19 with the tragic loss of Garrison Brown. While some of Garrison's friends are calling for the series cancellation, what has the Brown family decided? Sadly, Gabriel Brown discovered Garrison on March 5, 2024, in his Flagstaff, Arizona home. Unfortunately, he passed away from a self-inflicted gun wound. According to a police report obtained by In Touch, Garrison Brown wrote, "I want to hate you for sharing the good times, but I can't. I miss these days." On March 11, a close friend of Garrison Brown gave tribute to his friend and also seemingly points to Garrison's dislike of the Sister Wives filming. Garrison's friend Brayson Cook says, "You told me you'd always be there for me. You said you'd speak at my future wedding and that you'd want us all to live next to each other once we settled down." His friend adds on his Instagram, "I remember the days where you would be the one convincing me to stay for all 3 hours of church. I remember the late-night chats about life and the future. I'm mad at you, Robert. I'm mad you left without talking to me one last time. I know I'll get to see you again and we can hug it out then, but for now I'm angry. I miss you, buddy." But his hashtags were telling: storm in Mormons for life, cancel sister wives, and plan a salvation. Unfortunately, the Brown family is going through a horrible nightmare currently. Janelle Brown and Kody Brown are piecing their life back together after the sudden loss of their son, Robert Garrison Brown. Although some people very close to the Brown family are calling for the long-running series to be canceled, fans want to know if Sister Wives is returning for season 19. Reportedly, the family is still filming in light of Garrison's unexpected death on March 5, 2024. The family is normally always filming, whether it's with actual cameras or on their phones, an insider told The Sun 2 days later. As sad as it is, Garrison's unexpected death came during the timeline of filming. The Sun suggests that the show was already in production at the time of his passing. Before Garrison Brown's tragic death, Christine Brown and Janelle Brown interviewed with Entertainment Tonight. The interview was ahead of the season 18 tell-all specials. Christine revealed that there is plenty more story left to tell even though she isn't living as part of the plural family. At that time, she confirmed Sister Wives will return for season 19. She also told People magazine at the start of 2024 there is much to be excited about. She says people are going to be seeing a lot with the two of us in a joint interview with David Woolley. Then adds, "I'm really excited for everybody to meet David more because he's really genuine."